Seattle, Baltimore. 1-1. The series is tied. Let's see who gets the advantage here.
Live from beautiful Oriole Park at Camden Yards, we've got baseball on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. And we'll be back for the first pitch right after this.
The Baltimore's wearing those weird brown jerseys.
About to get started here. And today's starting pitcher, Jim Palmer. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport singing.
Well, Boog, along with great stuff that he has consistency. And this guy's got a proven track record. You know when he takes the ball and goes out there to compete, he's going to give you everything he's got. Unload the tank, try to pitch deep into the ball game, and he almost always finds a way to make it very tough on opposing lineups, even when he doesn't have his best stuff, and that is the mark of a true competitor.
On to Murray, one out in the top of the first. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. A tough challenge in this one, an excellent arm on the mound. Siggy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, then you've got to turn on him.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Nice efficient start to the afternoon. That's 2 out. Edgar Martinez digs in now.
They're going to play game 4 tomorrow.
But great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game.
Drops it.
And that keeps the inning going.
That pitch was out of the zone, I think.
Nice line drive to the full side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr.
Foul.
Next offering is foul back. Nice warm day here, good baseball weather. Does that change anything, Chris, especially for the hitters?
Absolutely. You feel so much more comfortable at the plate. You're not worried about getting jammed on fastballs inside part of the plate. You can kind of be more selective, so just looking out away so that you can get the barrel to it, and that part, not only the inside part of the plate as well.
Jake June up next for the Mariners.
He gets the first run.
He put a great swing on it, and it jumped off his bat. Kind of put it all together there, and he's rewarded with the double.
And a pitch. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. Mariners
Backhand time.
Orioles due up for the first, no score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
It's Robinson jersey there.
We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill in this one, George Kirby.
Very solid starters, able to repeat his mechanics on a consistent basis, which allows him to move through a lineup and get deep into a ball game.
Now fly ball right center. And there's one down. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. They're facing a guy today who is a strike thrower. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so they're going to have to work hard to generate base runners.
Hey,
when you find a strike thrower like this guy on the mound, you can't be overly patient as a hitter.
This one's into the gap in left center, and that should be extra bases.
Baines
starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, Baines knows what to
Well,
do.
they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field. I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on.
Oh, this ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Baines rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. And it's 1-0. So, Siggy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast.
Nice line drive.
Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. There are times the ball feels heavy off your bat, you know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
That one ripped. That's back there.
Whoa.
Into the wall and hangs on.
I thought he got all of them, like, wow. I was like, that's a home run.
Make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the ball's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Alright, here we go.
Ripped on a line. Leaping try, but it's off his glove. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Wow. Is that a hit?
That is good. So next to hit for Baltimore, Brooks Robinson.
I thought that was a...
The 1-1. Let's see who wins.
Straight to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Bounce to the left side. They get the force, and that is that. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And welcome back. Second inning. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the second. Leading off, Adley Rutschman. And that one hammered. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. And into the box for Baltimore, the Cedric Mullins. Here's a 1-1. Bounce to the right.
Check.
Martinez over to pick it up. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down. Anthony Santander at the plate. The line to kick the pitch. And the count 1-2. And the righty deals. Stays alive.
Line game Baltimore.
Righty delivers. And foul ball.
Arizona, St. Louis next up. St. Louis has a chance to sweep Arizona. San Francisco, game 4. Coming up
Next pitch is
tonight.
popped up. Crawford makes the catch, and that'll do it. 1-2-3, go the Orioles. They lead it 1-0. On to coming on for the Orioles, Aaron O'Day. And now the shortstop,
8-4.
J.C. Crawford.
So it looks like Seattle might win this one.
And the 3-2. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2.
Seattle trying to get their home field back, if you will, to get 2-1 series lead.
A foul ball, he stays alive.
Looks like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field up.
Swing and a ball popped up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away. Some great baseball history here in Baltimore, and obviously those great teams led by Jim Palmer and skipper Earl Weaver. Obviously, so many great players. Brooks Robinson in third. Frank Robinson back in the day, and then Eddie Murray and Cal as well. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2.
I was told before I came to play in Baltimore that you're going to be around the best fans in baseball. Those names that you mentioned, they had success on the field. I played here 1 year, and still, when I come back to visit, I'm recognized in this city.
O'Day ahead 1-2. Out to short.
That definitely would be a
Ripken
triple.
collects it. Rolls across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down here at the top of the 8th.
The separate slider right there stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. This guy has turned into a beast. So now 1-2. I think one of the other things about coming here, they do such a good job of honoring their baseball history. The warehouse out in right field, the statues, really just the entire ballpark reeks of history. Makes you feel like you're in the middle of a museum while you're watching a game. quietly there, but they still lead it by a count of 8-4. Back now at we're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, June30. This guy can bring it velocity-wise. Now here is June30.
Really good piece of hitting last time, going to the opposite field.
Gathers and throws to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
And now for Seattle, Ty France. Good contact guy, good defender. Swing and a bouncer. Robinson handles the chance. Fires over to first. Score at 5-3 for the second out, with the third baseman shifted over there. Now batting Mitch Haniger. And the right-hander deals. Out to short. Ripken picks it up. Throws to first.
Wow, Seattle's got 3-run lead.
6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Mariners. Welcome back. Now the third baseman, Brooks Robinson. Now he breaks his bat. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. A new arm into the game, the righty, Andres Munoz. He's into the game with the bases empty. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit for the Orioles, 1 for 3. Into center, Junior under it, calls it in, and there's 2 away.
It looks like Seattle will have a 2-1 series lead headed.
Cedric Mullins, the next to hit for the Orioles. Right-handed reliever. And that one is lifted in the air. And that'll do it.
Seattle wins 8-5.
Well, I'd say we got treated to a good one. You gotta love a game when you get 13 runs on the board. A lot of offense, but it doesn't end in a blowout. Tons of really good bats to look back on in this one.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shelby. Thanks for joining us.
5 RBIs by Edgar. Moore even got more second base than Haniger, 2 RBIs. This game, Junior got 2 RBIs. Palmer, Falk, Aiken, O'Day, and Tate. Next game for the NL Final next week. If not, we move on to game 4 Saturday.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Arizona Diamondbacks, the St. Louis Cardinals. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Bob Gibson.
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. He'll also throw the slider for a good hitter.
90s style retros.
Ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Okay, all set to go. And stepping in is the speedy Jake McCarthy. Edmonds on the move. And he makes the catch. And there's 1 away. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Siggy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you've got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat, perhaps, bunt for a base hit. Get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit, and then when he does come in the zone, you may only get 1 pitch. You better not miss it.
Next to hit, Luis Gonzalez. Oh, he brings it down. Nice play. To second, that's 1. On the first, double play, and that's the inning. Now the Cardinals Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score.
How did he do that? He could have stepped on first.
Bottom of the first.
Merrill Kelly was at the line.
Merrill Kelly.
Well, they're going to be a lot of balls in play because of the ground ball rate. Important that the defense stays engaged in the game. I think it's critical. Tempo is there. If you work quickly, it helps the fielders behind you to stay engaged, to make those plays, and help you get through the innings. Off the bat, it was headed for the gap all the way, and as a hitter, you love seeing those as you take your first couple of steps out of the box. You know you've got some real estate to run on. It's such a good feeling. Nice liner into the gap right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now runners at the corners, nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, solid swing from start to end. On time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he made it out front for the line drive knock.
And he just hit it deep.
Sam Usual. Next up for the Cardinals.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Flares it into the outfield. Pulls it in, one away. Here's the Cardinals lineup now. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out, a lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know guys are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so than
that's a base hit as a run scored. Varsho to third. Not in time. He's safe as they jump ahead, a run score. And stepping up to the dish is Yadier Molina.
Will he swing this one? He probably will.
2 on, 1 out. And it's filled up. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in.
Base hit and a run comes in. Throw into third. The tag out. But 1 run is in to score. Now it's back Carpenter.
I don't know if it's going to move, but I think it. Arizona must have been pissed off. Must be pissed off. They've had 2 straight good leads.
Next offering is foul back.
Arizona's fuming at themselves.
Right side, Golden steps on the bag, inning over.
2 runs.
It's on to inning number 2 in St. Louis. It's back here in St. Louis. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now it's Albert Pujols' turn to hit. Here's a 1-1. And that one fouled off.
He needs a quick 1-2-3 this time around. Last inning, threw a lot of pitches.
And a swing and a miss, and 1 out now.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Guys become defensive, and all of a sudden, for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you're then committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1 down. Tommy Edman next up for the Cardinals. And a pitch. That one is hammered right field. That's that. And forget it.
Gone. Edman.
A 2-run shot, and they add a couple more. It's 4-0.
Tommy Edman.
With this guy's velocity, a changeup is really a break for a hitter. You got a BP fastball, didn't move a whole lot, and he absolutely tattooed it.
So the lineup flips over. And up next for St. Louis, Ozzie Smith. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Line drive, base hit.
Hitting has really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hitting.
They're really hitting the ball hard.
Something in like that in front of the center fielder. Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for Song, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Just one of those seam high-pace hits through the infield. It just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Ahmed for one. Back to first for two, and that'll do it.
It's 4-0.
But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. And welcome. All set to start the ninth of this one. And now it's going to be Dalton Varsho. Hit weakly on the ground. Wong picks it up in plenty of time to first, and a quick out number
Arizona
one.
will be kicking themselves for their too late blown
Ryan
lead.
Ellsworth takes over on the mound. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Number 54. On the ground, right side. Toss to Pools, and Arizona with just one outlet. 2 outs, bases empty. Next up to the Diamondbacks is Nick Ahmed. The line of the pitch. Out towards left center. Edmonds gliding to his right. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on the tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Ball game.
Nope.
Well, this was a tightly played
Now the
game.
Cardinals win 6-3. They sweep.
Runs on the board. Keep pitching and keep pitching certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you
Gibson
soon.
beats Kelly. So Nicholas and Blocker will have to pitch the first 2 innings. So Nicholas will pitch game 1, Blocker game 2. Jefferson will pitch game 3, Wainwright game 4, and then Monty game 5. Of course, in the finals. Gonzalez, Martin Keller. Kelly tried his best, but he couldn't do it. Edmund 3 against Edmund's Molina Wong. Gibson with the win. Smith, Sutter, holds Hunsley. The series is over. If the Reds win, they go to game 5. And they said the river match will be tomorrow because there's only one game tomorrow.
Happy to have you with us. We've got open air baseball for you on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the Cincinnati Reds. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about set to go now. And starting in this one, Shane Baz. What do you have on him, Chris?
4-pitch guy, he's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give him something.
Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. They're with their ace on the mound today. They're just looking to provide him a little bit of run support, and they'll see what they can do for him.
You have to be really careful when you've got a guy like this on the mound for you to not become a spectator. You know that he doesn't give up a whole lot, but sometimes guys get a little too comfortable and don't have an urgency to score runs. you have to make sure you put him in a situation where he can get the W, but also you guys can cruise to the finish line and not have to worry about a comeback in the end.
The 1-2. Now a
All right.
center, way back there.
He knows it's gone.
It's
Yep.
out of here.
Yeah, Strepsky.
Mike Yastrzemski leaves the yard, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way
They want to get to
around.
that NL final.
sound
They know
coming
the
off the bat
Cardinals
that gets everywhere.
did their job and won their series, so it would be San Fran St. Louis
And the backspin carried it out of here.
NL
And
final.
here's the first baseman, Willie McCovey. One down, base is empty. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
And the batter now, Orlando Cepeda. Strike 2. 1 ball.
Yeah, they said that San Francisco, if they go to Game 5, that will be a tiebreaker game. It will be tomorrow.
Possible 2 ball to Morgan. And it's a double play to end the inning. One scores
Like
in the
Yastrzemski
inning coming on
scores.
this solo home run. It's now 1-0. Bottom of the first. And now here's the starter for San Francisco. Juan Marichal.
Yeah,
He's a workhorse. Loves pitching deep into his starts.
Well, he's got such great discipline in between starts, taking care of himself, making sure he's lifting, his stamina stays high. He's a guy that wants to finish every start that he makes. Now, we know that's not quite possible, but he's well conditioned to throw it.
Whoa!
This one square up down the left field line. If it's
Gone.
it's gone. It's there, and it is gone.
Larkin.
He'll touch them all, and we are starting over. It's 1-1.
What a battle we have here. Since he was down by 4 runs and forced extra innings in Game 3 but lost.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
3 going to 6 on the left field line.
So digging in, Joe Morgan. And here's the 3-2.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Bart collects, fires to first. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the power speed combo. Eric Davis. He's a guy who does it all. Gonna count 1 and 2. Tied up here in the early going.
I think he didn't want to swing, but he swung.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That ends the frame.
That's
1
right.
for the Reds on the homer. All even now at 1-1.
They had nothing to lose.
All set.
Either side. San Fran wins, they move on to the NL final. If the Reds win, we go to Game 5 tomorrow.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a pop-up.
We know tomorrow we'll see Seattle-Baltimore Game 4.
Makes the catch. 1 down.
I think they're saying Seattle-Baltimore will have a double header, Game 4 and 5 tomorrow.
Really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
High fly ball out to center field. And there are 2 down. This is Joey Bart, the catcher. Joey.
So yeah, the NLCS would start on Monday in St. Louis if San Fran wins.
That's hard hit on the line. Davis makes the catch, and that'll do it. Giants down in order. Score remains. Bottom of the inning. And now the first baseman, Tony Perez. Right-hander kick steals. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup and one gone. Johnny Bench, the next to hit for the Reds.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
That one hit to right. Snags another run. 2 down.
That's no sense.
In now for the Reds. Adam Dunn.
Screwball. Done kind of.
Next pitch is outside. Left-hand hitter waits. This one in the air, center field. Mays has a beat on it, puts the squeeze on it, and that is that. And 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Back. We go to the 8th. Here's Brandon Crawford.
Well, this team looks good now.
Ex-Indians. On the ground. Over to Perez. And Crawford is set down.
Fastball cruise right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Davis. Trish scores it. He makes the grab. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Mike Yastrzemski up here. He's already homered here in this one. Slow roller to first. He handles it himself. That's the 3rd out. Nothing doing there for San Francisco, but they lead at 8. Welcome back. And welcome back. We go to the 9th. And now Willie McCovey. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. But the hands are still stinging after that one.
And he deals. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Here's a big power threat. Orlando Cepeda. The pitch. On the line, base hit. One gone, runner at first. And now here is Willie Mays. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That's a bullet when it goes foul. And he chases that one. And there's 2 away. Ben at first. And now J.D. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter. Brandon Bell. The runner on first with 2 gone for him. 2 outs. And that's a base hit. Rose stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
I'm amazed at his ability to pull his hands inside and actually square that baseball up.
Gaga wins.
That pitch was off the plate. So tough to get the barrel to anything.
So now pinch hitter for the Giants. Austin wins. Looking for a big hit with 2 out runners at first and second. In the air, left field, Hamilton. On his way over, he gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. And that'll do it. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Giants 8 and the Reds 6. Staying in the game on defense, now Austin. left. Irvin makes his way towards it.
Oh, I thought he had done it again.
And there's one down.
Good pitch. He just
Right,
kind of had him
Grashaw's
out
still
in
out
front
there.
on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Brian Wilson into the game, and he'll do his best to hang on to this lead. Dominic Manzone now in the game as he takes over third. So back to the top of the Reds lineup, and ready to hit now for Cincinnati. Ken Griffey Sr. And here it comes. Now playing third in the air right field.
Nope.
And there's two down.
Ooh.
Now it's the shortstop, Barry Larkin. Barry Larkin. 3-2 now. Lifted in the air right center field.
And the Giants are going to the NL Final
This one,
8-6.
not a great day to be a pitcher. These hitters looked like they were having a lot of fun. It's like they knew it was coming.
Final score of 8-6 in this one for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at
There shall
MLB
be
The
five.
Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John
And
Shump.
they don't need that Carini. I thought since they had it. Stremski, Bart, May Zapata, all with 2 RBIs. Perez went deep twice, but it wasn't enough. Fonzie and Overton.